Tonight, the comedy of Sean Proudlove. Please welcome Sean Proudlove.
Please. Thank you very much. Wow, what a treat to be here. It's a gorgeous set. Look at that. Huh? It's pretty, eh? It's like coming out of a futuristic brothel there, isn't it? Huh? That robot had soft hands. Very nice to be here. I spent the day. I took it nice and easy. I went to my favorite place, which is a movie theater. I went and watched a movie. I love going to movies. It's always my favorite thing to do because I like the big screen. I like the candy. It's always enjoyable. But somewhere along the line, I started to get annoyed when people sit right in front of me, right? I'm all right if it's a busy theater, but there's a seat there, and you stick your pumpkin head right in front of me. I want to punch you. I really do, right? If I got snacks, I'm all right, but I'm like, ugh. But it's such a crummy way to go to a movie, right, and get in an angry mood. You got to figure out a non-violent method, make sure no one sits there. And I have it, and you guys can use it. It's very simple. Get to the theater a little bit early, buy that large pop they're always pushing, right? Go back to your seat, take the lid off, and soak the seat in front of you. Turns into like a giant sponge, right? Now you want someone to sit there, right? Oh, hope he's on a date. I'm gonna wreck his good time, right? Just he gets up, he's like, and I'm like, I don't think that's pop, buddy. Now, some of you aren't gonna do this because you don't want to waste a $5 pop on a childish prank. I understand, and it's you're not wasting it though, because if you go to movie theaters and you buy that large pop, you always get free refills, right? They don't push it or they don't shove it, but you get a free refill. And that's such a crummy offer, right? They're honestly like, you finish this 32-ounce drink, you can come back for another. Dude, my bladder's like 6 ounces. I'd have to piss 10 times, yeah? Thanks a lot. But I still want it, you know? Whether I need it or not, I still want it. Sometimes somebody doesn't sit in front of me in the theater, right? But I want my pop, right? So I just ask the dude, I'm like, do I get a free refill no matter what? And he'll be like, yeah. Just take the lid off and huck it on him. Ha! Huh? That's for charging me $5 for 50-cent pop, loser. Now get it without ice. Huh? Because you feel better doing that, right? Because for whatever reason, I've gone to theaters since I was a little kid, and the prices just keep getting higher and higher, right? I don't feel like I'm getting my value now. Like, it's really expensive to go to a movie. Just to get into the theater is expensive, but when you go to the concession, honestly, it's like walking into another world, and in this world, popcorn is scarce and costs $50 a barrel, right? It's unbelievable. And they just stopped, they're running out of ways to rip us off. They don't even give us butter anymore, right? No, but screw you, I want my butter for free, right? How long is it before they don't even pop the popcorn for us, right? Just hand me a bag with seeds and like, could you pop it? Oh, that would cost you extra. I'm like, That's the thing. I feel like I have to take things back, so I do, and I'm pretty sure everyone does this too. I sneak my snacks in. You guys? Yeah, damn right we do. Huh? And I'm gonna keep doing it. Unless I'm on a date, I don't wanna look cheap. I'll pay on that, right? I wanna get laid, but otherwise, I sneak them in. We gotta do a better job, though, right? I've seen people going in, the candy bar's dangling out of the pocket, right? Ooh, you're gonna get us busted. I hate to say it, people, but we gotta jam it down in the pubes. That's the way it's gonna have to go, huh? Is that or wear a man purse? It's one of the two, right? You know there's gonna be a short-lived window. You know one day you're gonna walk in and be like, oh, what's that thing there, right? You're gonna go through it, beep, 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 beep. This guy's got jujubes in his pubes. Oh, those there from yesterday? Such a rotten. I've been staying with some friends here when I'm in Toronto, and I had a bit of an incident at their house with their cat, and I'm still a little messed up about it. What happened was I'm actually staying on the couch, and that's the cat's bed, apparently, right? And I understand, right? But I need to sleep, too. And he's not the friendliest cat. That's the thing, right? Once in a while, he'll come and sit on your lap, right? And he wants his belly rubbed, right? And I'll do that, you know? I'm staying on your bed. That's cool. But the weird thing was I was rubbing his belly, and out popped a little worm out of him. It was great. He was on my lap. You know, if I felt there, I was like, ugh. That's exactly it. But it popped back down so quickly, I was like, ugh, did I even see that, right? Then it popped back up and down, right? And I'm like, oh, my God. And I started to look, and I'm like, that isn't a worm. That's his penis. Oh. I know. Because, you know, normally I didn't know what it was, right? I'm like, I can't say cat penis. That's a cat penis. Like, I've seen it 100 times, right? Done a lot of things, but I've not seen a cat penis to name it on the spot. But I was mesmerized by it. I'm like, oh, I couldn't stop petting and staring at it, right? Then I made an even worse mistake. I looked the cat in the eye. I'm like, and we totally had a moment, right? I'm like, oh. It's like we spoke the same language for a brief second, right? You know, but neither of us knew what to do. Then he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and put his paws behind his head. I can't tell you what happened next, but if you're really curious, you can go to my website, www.seanproudlove.com/catpenis. I do go to a lot of crummy restaurants. I like Subway. Subway's good. It used to be good. It's not as good as it used to be. I like Subway because of the cookies. I figured out actually a way to get free cookies, and I milked it for a long time. I can't do it anymore, but I'll share with you guys if you want to try it. It's pretty simple. You just got to get a foot-long sub when you go to Subway, right? And as soon as the clerk's done making it, you pull out a tape measure and make sure it's exactly a foot long, right? And usually if you go to the late night ones, the 24-hour ones, they got the dumb people working in the graveyard shift, right? And they've been robbed so many times. If you just yell them just a little bit, like, give me some free cookies, right? They'll give you anything. My manager's not here, right? So it works pretty good. But it backfired on me, and I'll never forget it. It was actually one of the most entertaining things I saw, because I went to a place and I said, hey, Pedro, this sub's a half-inch short. You know what he did? I never saw it coming. He squished my sub into the counter. It went like this. It's like a foot and a half now. And Pedro looked me right in the eye and cut that extra half a foot off. Oh. Touche, Pedro. Nice. He kept the sub. He kept the sub. He duped me. I had nothing, right? I just took my flat sub and sulked in the corner. I did get him back a little. I pissed all over the bathroom floor. Screw you, Pedro. You can clean it. Here. It's only fair. You ever gone to Subway and you get the foot-long sub and you couldn't eat it all, so you put it back in the fridge later? You ever done that? What the hell happens to it? I don't know anything about fridges or anything like that, but I put a dry sub, I know that, in a bag with a napkin on it in the fridge. Then when I go to eat it later, somehow it's become the soggiest thing ever. It's like it absorbed all the moisture in the fridge. It's gross. Just grabbing it, it grosses me out. To me, because it melts in your hand, right? It feels like I'm giving a leper an Indian arm burn. It's just salad now, right? It's like a soup base. Oh, Jesus. What is that bun made out of? What's the absorption power of that bun? 30, 40 times that of a regular tampon? I don't even know. It's right up there. So, ladies, if you're in a pinch... Yeah. Subway's open late, I think that's what I'm trying to say. They got good cookies at Subway, I'll give you that. Oh, 3 for $1.69. They're delicious cookies. That's my weakness. If you know anything about me, know that I can be bribed with cookies. I like them all. Any brand, doesn't matter. I'll eat them, you can burn them, I'll eat them. I love them. Problem is, I can't buy a bag, because if I buy a bag, I eat every single one of them without stopping. Not over a couple days, like within minutes. Blah, 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 blah. It's like the Cookie Monster. Blah, 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 right. But I don't want to do that, right? You know, it's not good for me. It's gross, but I can't help myself. But somebody introduced me to a brand of cookie I haven't had in a long time, and that was Fig Newtons. Fig Newtons. You guys ever had Fig Newtons? Yeah, they're all right, eh? They're not the greatest cookie, but you can't eat a whole bag of them. No, it's impossible. Otherwise, you'll shit yourself, yeah? Good people in Nabisco said nobody will use this suggested serving, right? Because normally we blow through the suggested serving, but no, they know. It's 7.5 cookies, not a bite more. They've been around 110 years, yet there's no warning on the package. They should put a warning, even a subtle hint for the smart, you know? It's the stay-at-home cookie. What does that mean? There's something ominous there. My favorite cookies, it changes day. I like Goody Rings, but my favorite cookies, when I take everything into consideration, is Girl Guide cookies. Those are so good. They're so good. You know why I like them the most? Simple reason. They're the only cookie in the world that just shows up to your house unexpected, right? That's awesome. Oh, I like Oreos, but they've never shown up at my house, right? I've waited, but never. And it's such a good moment when I go there, because honestly, I'm going to tell you, for 10 years, I grew pot in my house, and I was very paranoid, right? Every time the doorbell rang when it wasn't supposed to ring, I'm like, who is it? I'm going to have to get a job, right? It was all bad, right? But if it was a girl with cookies, I would lose it. I would be like, yeah! Oh, I thought I was going to jail. Oh, take everything you got. Oh, I'd hug you right now, but that would be inappropriate. Oh, I would never do anything like that. Besides, she had a lot of badges, but I didn't see one for secrecy. That joke took a creepy turn. So be it. That's a great idea, though. People showing at my house with junk food or things of that sort. I like that. That's a good idea. If somebody showed at my house with a six-pack of beer, I'd buy it every time, right? I don't care what time they want a six-pack of beer. Yeah, I totally want a six-pack of beer, right? It's a good idea. You know who should do that? Jehovah's Witnesses, right? I know, they show up empty-handed, right? They expect us to read this boring magazine. No way, no way. But if he showed up with an Egg McMuffin and orange juice, he'd be like, read it in the can. I'm like, okay, you got me there. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Fair's fair. People don't like getting high. Some people don't like getting high. I never understood that. You know? It's fun. It really is. It makes everything fun. Nobody likes doing the dishes, but you ever got high and done the dishes? It's awesome. It's bubbles and waterfalls and fun. Hey, mowing the lawn, very boring. This is boring, but then you mow it in weird shapes, right? Ooh, yeah. Gotta smoke pot. You know I like smoking pot with that I probably shouldn't say? My cat. Huh? It's fun to smoke pot with a cat. You think it's mean? I'm like, no way. My cat had a disorder, a finicky disorder, right? And I had to help him, right? Because I was buying him really expensive food, right? And he wouldn't eat it. And I'm like, oh, you were eating that, right? But he wouldn't, so we just decided we should get high together, right? You know? He was a little reluctant, like you guys right now, but, you know, I just had to hold his head. I know, he passed out the first time, but, you know, when he woke up, he ate what I gave him, right? So it was a good thing. Now we don't get him the expensive cat food, we get him the cheap cat food, right? And the money we save, we buy more pot with. Yay! There we go. That's how it works, isn't it? I won a... I'm not the luckiest man by any means, but I won a contest online. I'm the 2007 Craft Dinner Contest winner. Yes. Whoa! Wave of jealousy hit me up here. It's, I didn't win any money, if that makes you feel any better. No money, which sucked. All I got as the grand prize winner was a year's supply of Kraft Dinner, right? La-di-da. Now, I did not accept it. I took it. But when I showed up at my house, a year's supply of Kraft Dinner was only 180 boxes. That's weird, eh? Even at Kraft Dinner, they're like, don't eat this shit every day. What happens? A horrible orange death. Whoa. It's good to know. I should not Kraft Dinner. I like Kraft Dinner, right? It's probably one of the best foods you can get for $1. I would say probably one of the best. But one thing I've learned with Kraft Dinner over the years is I have to make it myself. For whatever reason, if I don't make it, it is totally inedible. Have you ever had a friend make it for you, right? I start questioning their cooking skills. I'm like, did you boil the water? The milk and the butter, shit? Why is it so runny? But people got to make it their own way. Some people got to add stuff to Kraft Dinner to make it good, like, you know, tuna or hot dogs, because they're rich, you know. Well, then I've tuna money, Jesus. I wish. I've done many other things in my life other than stand-up. When I first moved to Vancouver, for a brief period of time, I was a panhandler. Does anyone recognize me? I cleaned up pretty good, eh? Yeah? Perhaps this will remind you. I wasn't very good. I can honestly say I was not a good panhandler by any means. But I became a great panhandler just through luck because I happened to acquire a three-legged dog that totally changed my fortune. Oh, made it so much easier because I just put a sign around his head that said, please give my owner money or he'll eat another piece of me. Yes. Ja-jing, jing. That was me and my dog Tasty. Yay, Tasty. I'm going to tell you a true story. A lot of the jokes I tell tonight, not so true, but this actually happened to me, and I hope it doesn't happen to you guys. My cat disappeared for 21 days. Has that ever happened to anyone? Yeah, it's horrible, right? Yeah, it's really awkward, and you don't know what to do. My cat disappeared 21 days, and when that happened, I assumed something bad had happened to him, and I tried to move on as best I could, and that's what I did. And then he came back. It was weird because there's a little pet cemetery for me, right? I'm like, all right. But then the minute he came in, I knew that he knew I'd done nothing to look for him, right? And it's true, I didn't put up posters at SPCA, I did nothing, right? And I felt all bad, right? Because he ran to where his food dish was, and I'd thrown it out. I'm like, ooh, busted. But I felt bad, and I'm like, why should I feel bad? I didn't do anything, right? He's the one that screwed off for 21 days, right? If I left for 21 days, I would have left a note and some food, something, right? But nothing. And I just was never going to find out, right? But the weird part is, it's not like he came back, he was all thin, right? He was somehow fatter, right? It was just this weird mystery, and I'm like, oh, I'll never know. But I found out. Yeah, I found out, and I'm still mad about it, right? I was walking home, and just out of the corner of my eye, I see my cat coming out of another family's house. Not just on the porch, enjoying himself. He came out of the house like, see you in a while. And this little girl came out and petted him like, oh, I was so jealous and angry, right? I went home and I said, okay, when he gets home, shit's gonna hit the fan, right? You know? Because I've been 2 times with a girl, but by an animal, that just hurts. Oh, it's crushing, right? He got home and I slammed the door and I said, you're never leaving here again because you can't open the door, right? You know, jealousy rearing its ugly head. It didn't go well, to be honest. He's not used to being trapped inside. He had his methods to get at me. You know, he'd shit on the floor, and I'm like, good one. I'm not cleaning it. That's how it's gonna work, right? 3 days had been there, and honestly, we were at each other's throats. But I could leave, and that was the good part. So I left, and what do I see out front my house on the pole? But a poster. It says, "Missing cat." There's a picture of him with the family. I don't have a picture of him. Oh my God. I was so angry at that moment, but I kept reading down the poster, and then it said, reward. Ooh. So I sold my cat. I'm not gonna go. Yeah, he deserved it. Sure. I've been going on a lot of dates. I know, surprising, but... And it's weird. I went out with this one girl, and normally when you go with girls and they talk about their ex-boyfriends, right, and stuff like that, and I was expecting that, but she didn't talk about the ex-boyfriend. She talked about her ex-stalker, which was weird, right? But I was fascinated. I totally had to hear her, you know, because she was saying this guy followed her everywhere and knew where she liked to go to eat and what she liked to do, and I'm like, the more I listen, I'm like, man, I would like to meet this stalker, right? This guy knows everything about her. You know how much easier this date would be if I had his book, right? Because like when you go on dates, it's so fragile. If you make even one mistake, you know, it's over right there, right? It's something simple as even buying her flowers. I was thinking of getting her roses. Stalker's like, she's allergic to roses. I'm like, what should I get her? She's like, well, she saw this movie where they gave tiger lilies and she cried. I'm like, yes, thanks, stalker, that's what I'm getting. Such a bonus. Now, I'm not saying stalking's good by any means, but I am fascinated by it. Because first off, stalkers, you know what I admire about them? Is they're spontaneous. I like that, right? I need to be more spontaneous. Like these guys just got to go anywhere on a whim, be able to change moods, right? I think we're going to the mall, Oh, we're going bowling, right? I like that. I would never be a good stalker. Like, first off, I couldn't even get up in the morning to be a stalker, right? These guys got to get up before the buses, go hide in the bush before she leaves, right? I'd show up at 11. I'm like, is she even home? I don't even know where she is, right? Terrible. Plus, I'm a natural waver. I like to wave at people, right? That's terrible as a stalker. Ooh, keep that hand down, Sean. And hide in the bush, it's so crouchy. My legs would break, right? I'd have to bring a stool, right? I'd be like, oh, and I'd be reading. What's going on? It's not gonna work for me. It's tough to meet women. I know it is nowadays, and it's so unfortunate because there's so many of you lovely ladies, and you're everywhere, but there's just so many rules and things you have to pass to get there. It's very frustrating, right? But there's one point in history where it was really easy to meet women, and you didn't need a fancy car, you didn't need a job or anything. Yeah, not Adam and Eve. No, none of that bullshit. It was back when we were all cavemen and cave women. So simple back then. You know what all you needed back then? Was a club. A club. Hey, you could pick anyone you want. You go down the river, right on the head. You know? Then you drag her back to she's all mine, right? But even back then, I assumed when you picked the girls, you'd always pick the lean girls with long hair, right? Not because of the beauty. That didn't even exist at that point. You just did it because of convenience, right? No one would ever go after the Rubenesque cave woman with short hair, right? Because she could take a hit, right? But she'd get up and beat the crap out of you, right? You'd win in the end, but you're all haggard and beat up, and you got to drag her back to the cave, right? Not even looking out for dinosaurs at this point. You're like, oh, I don't even know if she'll fit in the cave, right? So I'm not good at math yet. I don't want a girlfriend right now. You know what I want more than anything in the world? I want one of those memory foam mattresses. That is the next on the line of things I want. You know, because they're made by NASA. I love that. Made by NASA, like space-age technology in a bed, right? Which is weird, NASA's making beds, right? Didn't one of the wings fall off their planes a while back, right? A few people more on the wing department and less on the bed, I think, right there. But I still like the bed, and I want one. And I know I shouldn't get one, because right now I have a bed, it's like a taco shell, right? It's not comfortable, but in the morning, I can't get out of it, right? You have to pry me out of it, right? Because I'm so comfortable. But, man, if I get a memory foam, how am I going to get out of that thing, right? You gotta bring me a bucket. I'm staying here, right? It's going to be like that. The only way I'll get out is if they make a space-age alarm clock that counterbalances it, right? Huh? I know what my space-age alarm clock would be. A giant hand would come out when the alarm goes off. It's got like a Crown Royal bag feel to its hand, and it would tug on my a little bit. Oh, I am a little awake, right? You know? And 3 minutes later, before it gets too hot and heavy, the alarm clock scuttles off to the kitchen, forcing me to get up and chase it down. Come back here, you're finishing this. You got me out of bed again. You're good, alarm clock. If you're not going to finish it, I'll just go back to bed. What? You're making bacon and eggs? Oh, you know me so well. Thank you so much for coming out. We'll see you guys again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Proudlove.